Hi, and welcome to another episode of Love Me Not Podcast with Tiz and Kay. As always, I am Tiz.
And I am Kay. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How
Good.
about you?
We got out early today.
Yes,
We
definitely.
were out and back. We did all our errands this morning. Got what we needed, or what I think we needed.
Most of it, we'll figure out what we forgot
Yeah, but
as
we
the day
have
goes.
basically what we need for right now.
At least for this week.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's going to be a little short week for me because I will be leaving early on Friday. May take a mental health day on Wednesday.
Okay.
So we just never know. Um, if you have PTO, use it because you can't take it with you, right?
Definitely not.
And what they say, prepare the others.
Yes.
That's what they need to do. Prepare
Yes.
the others because Karen may be taking her PTO.
Yes.
Want to start off by thanking everybody for watching our videos, and always make sure that you like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and reach out to us at Gmail or Tiz and K. I'm sorry. Love Me Not Podcast at gmail.com.
And that's not with a K.
And that's not with a K. Go. You go. Yes. So I want to start off with some birthdays today. Today, July 12th, we have Shay Alexander, 28. He is a basketball player with the
Shea Gilgis. Gotta say it all. Shea Gilgis Alexander. You gotta say it all.
Shay
Gilgis
mm-hmm.
Alexander. You gotta say it all.
Shay
SGA.
Gilgis SGA. Shay Gilgis Alexander, 28. He's a baby. The NBA, Oklahoma City. He's the part of the Thunder. Happy birthday, Shay. We got Brock Lesnar, former wrestler, 49. We also have Malele, a beautiful soul. She's a civil rights leader, 29. She is the youngest to win the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 17. She was also a part of an assassination attempt on her by the Taliban, which is kind of crazy, but she's still here. Yeah, she's still here. They don't care about killing children or killing people in general. But happy birthday to you, Lele. Happy 29th birthday. Michelle Rodriguez, 48. She is an actress. Charlie Murphy, brother of Eddie Murphy, who died in 2017, would have been 67 today. So happy heavenly birthday to you, Charlie. And we got Cheryl Ladd, 75, from the Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. You used to watch that?
Oh, faithfully.
Yeah.
Faithfully. Yeah. And Donda West, the mother of Kanye West, she died in 2007. So happy birthday to you all.
Yes.
Wishing you all well, and for those who have passed on, you can still continue to be blessed. So was watching this video the other day, and it was about Koreans and their standards on beauty. It is not illegal. It is not illegal to be fat.
It's almost.
But there's an intense fat shaming / beauty standards in Korea. If you are not thin,
thin.
Like thin in Korea, you can be 6 foot. Everybody has to be, all the women have to be what, 125?
Something like that, yeah. No more. Well, I think that's maybe too much.
And it doesn't matter how tall you are.
Yeah, right.
You're supposed to be 125.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And I think that's the number.
Yeah.
But I can see a 6'7" young lady at 125 looking emaciated.
You gotta look. Everybody has to look out emaciated. The guy the Korean that was in the video, they said he was obese, and I said, "My God, man,
he's just built.
He's just built." I was like, "How's that obese?" But that's how they work it.
Yes. They said he was it was chubby.
He was chubby. I was like, "My God."
CHUBBY, chubby.
I said, "Yeah."
You know what? They used to have them husky pants.
I hated those.
But
got PTSD now.
But that's what my mind is taking to. Yeah. Like, these people are not big at all.
At all.
So, my question is, what is too small, and why is it that you're so focused on beauty?
Because something about us as humans, we have to be that vain we get identified with ourselves. It's like if a girl is born and she's just beautiful, she takes it as hers when she had nothing to do with it. If a guy's born and he looks good looking guy, he takes that as he did something to get that. That's how we are. I feel like if you comb your hair a certain way, if you have white teeth, everything has to be perfect. That's why people go and get Botox and liposuctions and the surgeries that it's a big business because we're vain. We have egos and
That's beyond vain.
and it plays havoc on us.
That's crazy.
And they live, we was watching the video, and in all the parks they have size things. You can fit through this pole, then you're this, and if you can't fit through this,
You're chubby.
You're chubby, or you're this, or you're that, or
you're obese,
or you're obese, and it's like, man, my God, I would never get through both of those poles. I probably get through one of those poles, So
and just the pressure that you have to be under. What if you're like destined to be a bigger bone person?
Yeah.
I wonder what the suicide rate is in
I don't know.
over there.
I don't know.
Because I would think that it was pretty high if people
can't conform to that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I don't know. Look that up real quick. You can go ahead.
Studies showed that 50% of men are considered overweight.
We watched the video. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see anybody overweight.
Well, we did. Remember that old lady?
Oh yeah, well, I think she said.
Still,
I think at that point in her life, she's like, y'all, I ain't worried about y'all.
I ain't worried about being pretty
or nothing.
Anything.
I don't think she cared anymore.
I don't know. But the size chart is what really got to me. Like in the public, it's like
suicide rate is 29.1 deaths per 100,000 people. Doesn't give me a timeline, but that's what it.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just think it's kind of crazy.
Oh, it makes South Korea the country with the highest suicide rate among developed nations. I wonder why. That could be a part of that right there,
I figured something like that.
It's because you want some chips. And they have some real strange restaurants. You walk in.
Oh, the diet.
Yes.
Diet shops. The diet stores.
Yes.
Low calorie, no sugar stores.
No Five Guys.
No Five Guys. I didn't see McDonald's. I didn't see any of that. But there were it was like a whole row of these places where you could get like diet foods. They had
no sugar.
No sugar. Yes.
Yeah. And the dude said he ate some of it, and he said it's pretty good. But I had to taste it for myself, though. And it may be
because they have some kind of sweetener. Remember, there was some kind of sweetener they were using, and he said that stuff tastes pretty good.
But I think here in the States, it's like that too. Though people call you, they fat shame here. They call you, they have buffets, and then look at you funny when you come to eat the buffet. So I think it's people call you.
But that's a little extreme, babe. It's a little extreme. I mean, you actually have absolutely. They want you to be. Some places they want you to be big. That's considered like, oh, I really want
that used to be a thing.
In Africa, there's some little country in Africa that said if you're big, then you're like wealthy or something.
That's
like
the thing,
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So it all depends on the person
and the culture,
and the country and the culture. Yeah. So to each their own.
Yeah. Just very interesting.
We would be considered probably obese.
Bad off.
Yeah, I don't think we can get through the chubby. I don't even think we can get through that chubby
one. No. A husky, none of that. No. So, I'm gonna stay out of South Korea. Y'all can have y'all country. I'll stay here.
Yes.
I'll visit California and Washington State. They got good food in Washington State. I've been there, so good food.
Well, yeah, they have those fresh markets, the fresh fish markets. Yes. That's where I want to go. Pike Market.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go to the Space Needle, all of that. Okay. So I'll get there one day. That's on my bucket list.
Been there.
Whatever. Anyway, so there's this police officer that was ordered to pay $21 million to this man that he tased. This man was tased from the neck down, running away from this man because he was panhandling. Yeah. And you tase a person just because they pan. The man was running away. Yeah. Why? Why would you do that? Yeah. So this man, this police officer, has been ordered to pay $700 a month out of his check every month.
He gonna quit that
They
job.
say, why would you?
Well,
You gonna have liens on everything.
Yeah, that's true too. At least you got a job. Help start paying.
So they say it's gonna take him 2,500 years to pay this off at the $700 monthly payment that he's
gonna die a few times and come back and still have debt.
And still have
no
debt.
matter what life he in, he gonna have some kind of debt just paying
because
this
and not know what that debt was
why
for.
am I always in debt?
Why am I always in debt?
Yeah.
I'm always owing somebody.
Yeah. No matter what life he come back in.
What made him think that it was okay to tase this man? He was going down a hill and this man hit something and it caused him to be paralyzed from the neck down. So this man will be receiving $700 a month, which I still don't think is a lot. Yeah. He should be getting more money a month.
I'm trying to see how old he
he was like 60-something years 60, old.
Definitely. I don't see his age here though. But he definitely, you can tell he's definitely in his 60s.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that? Just leave the man. The man stopped panhandling. He was running. Let him go.
Again, my thing is, and this was
just tell him do not come back.
It's in Atlanta. It's panhandling. They say it's illegal, but you go on expressways, entrances, and exits. They all over the place with signs. I'm hungry. I'm a vet. I'm this and I'm that. And cops ride right by them and say nothing. And then you pick and choose this.
Pick and choose who you want to take.
Now, here's the thing. How fast was this old man running from you? If you're a policeman, how fast was he running from you? Why wouldn't you just run him down? Or if he just, and you might
or shout, don't come back.
Don't come back here or something. If you come back again, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
But how fast could he have been running? You'd have put a taser on him, So I thought it's sad, but it's sad. That's all I'll say. It's sad.
It's crazy. So
I don't want to go on a rant.
Another misfortune. This Ford worker was fired from Ford Motor Company after 11 years of service at this plant for apparently stealing a cookie that was worth $1.95. So what had happened was the machine was malfunctioning, and it apparently, according to some of the other workers, this machine always malfunctioned. So the man came. Apparently, I guess he took the cookie, but he came back and paid for it somehow, or went to another kiosk and paid for it, and had his receipt and everything. So he was a diabetic and he needed some sugar right away. So he took that cookie and he ate it before he went to a diabetic coma. But they fired this man over $1.95.
He'd been there 11 years.
11 years. No issues with this man whatsoever. They asked him to come back. He was like, nah, I'll find another job.
No,
I'm not doing it.
To me, somebody had to dislike him. To go in that fast on him for a cookie.
You know how that works. You know what happened to me. Yeah. You know what happened to me.
Yeah.
They did not like me.
Yeah. So somebody, when they go in that hard on you, and it wasn't even a mistake. He paid for the cookie.
He paid for the cookie.
And so whoever did it, then they begged him. They said they begged him to come back, and he refused. It's 11 years. Even if you thought he did that,
for wrongful termination,
I think he probably will. If 11 years, you know the person, and you figure come to, hey man, did you pay for that cookie? And he might have told you, here's my receipt, whatever. But to go in that hard, that fast, you had to not already want to get. You might want his job.
Hey Johnny, what happened?
Yeah, they want his job or something.
Something.
Yep.
You give it to somebody younger so they don't have to pay a pension.
Yep.
That's all. I think that's all it was.
But yeah, I would file a lawsuit.
I would too.
I'd be calling Ben Crump. I know you're busy.
Ben Crump, yeah. Because Ben gonna get the job done.
I know you. Oh, OCDA is probably. Well, he don't give me no money though.
Right. He ain't gonna get you no money. But he gonna embarrass him.
He gonna embarrass him for you, but he's not gonna give me no money. So I'll stick with Ben Crump. Or the lady who what's her name? You call her with the hat on, with the cowboy hat on.
Oh, I'm not. I don't think she's like a real lawyer.
Okay,
but
all right, she get no money.
She works with a lawyer.
The other guy. Yeah.
But there's also Linda Allred.
I know her.
Her?
I know.
Is it Allred?
Yes.
I don't know if it's Linda or
Gloria
Allred. Yes. Yeah, somebody.
Yes.
But I think she's more for like women's rights or something like that.
But
somebody would. Ben Crump would have to take on this case for me.
Yes.
But sad situation where there's this teen who was in Mississippi with a few of his friends. They went on a boat trip and he never returned. This young man was a black teen with some white friends. Name was Nolan Wells. He was 18. He was with three other friends who were Caucasian at Horn Island. It's 8 miles off the coast of Mississippi. That can only be reached by private boat. His body ended up floating or getting to surface on July 6th. Why hadn't it done it on July 5th? We're wondering.
And they was out there searching.
It was searching for it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, there's so many inconsistencies in the stories. Mm-hmm. You had the young lady who said that she was told by Nolan that he was going on the boat with the guys, mm-hmm. and the guy said that he didn't get on the boat because he wanted to stay with the girl. Right. One of the young men, his mother is a judge, so mm-hmm.
She gonna make
of course this is a race thing now, right?
Of course it is.
This is a race thing.
Of course it is.
But I'm gonna say I grew up with nothing but the majority of my friends were white. Never had an issue with them. Never had falling out with them. Never had any animosity with my friends. To this day, if I see them on social media, we, like each other's posts or whatever it may be. And they never called me out of my name. They never did any of that. My son, the youngest, had nothing but the majority white friends. Mm-hmm. He had a regent. He was Indian, of Indian descent, and never had an issue that I know of growing up with his friends. I don't know how this got to be, but I know that sometimes you just have to advocate, or not necessarily advocate for your kids, but know who your kids are hanging around with. These are all alleged statements and things that have happened, but it doesn't look good. Yeah, it does not look good.
You're gonna get to that island on a private boat. Everybody just can't go in there.
And I'm just sorry, most black people do not have private boats.
That we know.
That we know of. I don't know if Nolan's parents had a private boat, but most places like that with private, and there are some black places that have private entrances or clubs or things like that. But however, with him hanging around these white guys, it seems that, and I don't, like I said, I don't know where this club was or where this island was, but it was probably a white island or a white club. I just want to know what happened to this young man. It's a sad situation. Parents lost a child. Apparently the kids came back with the child's phone, mm-hmm. which makes no sense to me. Then why didn't you call the police and say, hey, my friend is missing? It's just a lot of stuff that is not in the public at this point, but we need to get down to the bottom of it.
We ever gonna know?
We're never gonna know.
They've already rallied around each other. Like I said, inconsistencies work real well. You throw about 20 different scenarios out there. You can have the truth in one of those, but how do you know? And
right.
In this situation, they're not really going to know.
And he doesn't have a voice at this point.
He does not. And even the boys who went back with him, if they know what happened, they're not going to tell.
No.
They're not going to tell. Even if they didn't have anything physically to do with it, they're not going to tell.
Because I'm thinking these kids are going off to college.
Yeah, they're not going to tell.
They got careers.
Yep, they're not going to tell.
They're not going to tell.
And that's unfortunate, but they're not going to tell.
And it is an unfortunate situation, and it's just this world is so divided at this point.
I would tell any, if he was my son before he went there, I was born in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. I've never had a white friend. Only white friends I had came through you.
Yeah.
I've never had a white friend. I had white coworkers.
Right.
When I was in the Navy, I had white guys I hung out with.
Right.
But I've never had a white friend.
Right.
You know, so I've never had no reason to go on a fishing trip or anything because I've never had a white friend.
Right.
But I would tell my kids. I never told my sons. I never told them not to hang out with white folks. You know, I never said that once, not once.
No.
And
all the white children that came to our house, we never had issues.
They were loved. That's just what it was.
They were just like our kids.
That's right. That's right. We're not gonna do that. Play that game. But I would say,
be careful.
Be careful. In Mississippi, if I'm in Mississippi, I would say, don't go. Don't go. Just don't go.
But
they may have. They'd been there before.
Yeah.
They'd been there before.
And he had been hanging around these kids for a long time.
So they all knew him. But they're not going to tell. I mean,
there's videos of them arguing. Yes. Apparently.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. This world is so divided, and there are evil people in black cultures. There are evil people in white cultures. There are evil people in Asian, Indian,
whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yes. There are evil people who do not care, who have no conscience. And if they do, they're going to be living with it for the rest of their lives, but they just do not care. And you have to be mindful of the company that you keep. And my grandmother told me that a long time ago. Be careful of the company that you keep. Be mindful of the company that you keep. Not everybody is rooting for you. And I got that from you.
99% are not.
There are not very few people that are rooting for you.
I'll drop it down to 98%, but the majority, you got, no. I'm going to go back to 99.
Yeah.
They're not rooting for you.
So I feel so sorry for them, the kids who came back, and I feel sorry for that you do not have the ability to tell the truth.
And they may have had
whatever it is.
They may have had nothing really to do with it.
Right. They might just say something.
Yeah, but
so these people can bury their kids and have a peace of mind.
Well, that's that peace of mind thing. I think is gone.
Yeah,
that's gone.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it is. I mean, it is what it is. Want to go about today? The WNBA, July 12th. The Liberty and the Temple are playing, Storm and the Mystics, and Sky and the Wings. We have to watch that. And I just want to touch base on Beyond the Gates. That is my soap opera. Kat and Eva share a liver. Mm-hmm. And they are on speaking terms. It's gonna be amicable.
Love. It's gonna be love.
I think it's gonna be love. Yeah. I think that is a beautiful thing that Kat did for Eva, and I hope that their relationship turns around. And the mom is seeming to turn around as well. Mm-hmm. Naomi finally told Jacob that she has the BRCA gene, mm-hmm. and her mom. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy that that had to have been a weight on her.
Yes.
On her shoulders and
hope we don't freak out though. We just let it be.
Well, yeah, because she's telling him that she wants to have a mastectomy, on both breasts to remove them. But you can always, they have money. They can get reconstructed boobs. They can have pretty boobs. But the fact that she needs to
all
discuss
boobs
it.
Pretty? No. To the person, I guess.
Not to the person.
I got you.
Yeah. But you have to discuss this with your husband. You can't just say this is what I want to do. You need to discuss it. She has to discuss it with her husband because it's looking like he is like debating whether or not he's liking this or not at the end of the show on Friday. So we'll see on Monday probably what he's really thinking. Maybe he'll talk to one of his friends, one of his relatives, and talk about the situation. But just wanted to catch you up on those two. Those are my favorite two things right now, the WNBA and Beyond the Gates. But that is all I have for today. Something really good. There was this baby that was born at 7:11 p.m. on 7/11, weighing 7 pounds 11 ounces, and they meaning 7-Eleven gave them $7,111 for college for that child. That's so That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hopefully he can get Slurpees for the rest of his life. And he'll never have to pay for them. Hey, I'm this baby.
That's the picture I see here. Like
yes, I'm that baby.
I'm that baby.
Yeah, got a 7-Eleven shirt on and everything.
I'm that baby.
That's all I have.
Okay, that was a good
but
one.
I want to end it off on that because that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, well, this has been another episode of Love Me Not Podcast with Tiz and Kay. As always, I am Tiz saying have a good evening. I'm sorry, a good afternoon.
And I am Kay. Peace until the next episode.